Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, November 18th. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. I can't leave you guys alone for a minute. I go away for 2 days, and you let the market fall apart. Anyway, just quick note, tonight's video might be a little later. I have to leave at 3:30 for an appointment, and then I have something else tomorrow morning. I hope to have a video tomorrow morning, but not 100% sure. Depends when I get back. So quickly, since I wasn't here, I left Wednesday afternoon, and then I could see we sold off late in the day on Wednesday. Thursday, continued that slide as we bought the daily. Still, we kind of brought it out of balance late. Remember, we were using this day. So, again, it depends. You could have still called it balance, but for sure, we've come out of balance on Friday with the gap lower. Same with NQ. Now, we had island tops, island bottoms. Looks like we have another island top. We'll look at the charts too real quickly for all three of these. But the bottom line is this. Some change has taken place. So, here's the most important thing, at least to start today's action. First thing is bears are going to want to defend Friday's high, right? The daily will be down until you take out a high. Bulls, on the other hand, want to defend Friday's low because the weeklies are up. You take out Friday's low, and we're back to balance on the weekly. Okay? We still have the gap, the island gap from November 6th to fill, and the regular gap from that day. That gets filled all the way down at 1350. Now, the overnight, look at this, how mechanical. You can't make this stuff up. The overnight high, 7 contracts traded at C's high, which is where the single prints start. Amazing, right? Now, still have an hour to go prior to the opening, and look, we're pushing lower here. NQ had a triple distribution day Friday. They got into that setup there, but for now, again, making new lows. Righty did not hold the gap from Friday, but they did hold the trend day. They have a very wide overnight POC, and so far they're still in balance, still in value. So again, until we get more MGI that starts forming for today's action, Friday's low is incredibly important. Now, this is still a fairly large gap from 76 to 13. That's a $6 gap. Not going to get filled that easy. Okay? NQ, on the other hand, filled a good part of that. They're down to only $1's worth on that. So that's a lot different between ES and an NQ. So, if the overnight low is around here, a little lower, can you take the long against it? Absolutely, because I would think bulls at least the first time try to defend Friday's low. And then for sure, if you were to get the overnight low and you had any kind of rally towards the overnight high, it's a good short because you know your route is right above it. Again, early plays. NQ, same thing, although right now they are pretty far away from Friday's low. So if you do front run it, you're going to have to use a point total as your out. Okay? Maybe you're going to use, M's low is still 20-something points. So you have to use maybe a 10-point out below the overnight low. If they don't get it and they push up, can you take a short against that single print fill into the middle distribution? Sure you can. Again, though, you're going to need a point total to get out because it's just too much heat all the way up to where the next set of single prints start. The overnight was long, and it still is, okay? But again, please keep that in context. A lot of that overnight long are shorts covering, all right? Same with NQ. Where did they settle Friday? Oh, here we are. The overnight is totally long, okay? So, but again, a lot of that is short covering. So it depends on how much of an inventory adjustment we would get, right? If it's long, if anything, you're going to see this push down some more. So again, those are all early plays. Come and join us. You'll see what's going on. Let's go to these charts. Okay? So let's look at ES. The monthly is still very healthy. Yes, it's come in, but the monthly is very healthy. The weekly is also up. Nothing changes unless we take out last week's low, which is Friday's low. That's why it's critically important for bulls to defend. And the daily is now down. And there's gap. You can't have more emotional trading than this. This looks like a biotech stock. It's the S&P 500. Gap lower to leave an island bottom. Gap higher. I'm sorry. We had the gap low. We didn't have the island top in ES. You had it in NQ the first time. Then you gapped higher to leave the island bottom. Now we're gapping lower, leaving an island top. Okay? So the daily is down. And let's go to NQ. Monthly is still up. Yeah, we've pulled back a lot, but for now it's still healthy. The monthly is up, right? We're midway through the month. The weekly is up. So until we take out last week's low, the weekly is still up, but the daily is down, right? Here's the island top we left, island bottom, and now an island top. That's very rare. You don't see these kind of things, especially this close to each other in these indices. So you're having a lot of emotional trade. Now, Friday's volume was decent, 51 million in triple Qs, 76 million in SPY. Whoa, 76 million. We're only averaging 58 million. But it's still nothing close. If the market's truly having any real selling in it, that volume should be double that. So it's still short-term plays. Keep that in mind. Good luck trading today. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.